How's everybody doing? Well, today, right now, I'm doing. This is a tunnel video. If you remember the tunnel videos, I was just going to get some ice cream at this place, and it was the same place that I went to long, long time ago when I was very young, when things were different. But I don't know if it's I was different or things were different. So I'm gonna put down this one as tunnel, how I've changed or how the world has changed. But I remember I went to that. Well, it's not. They sell ice cream, but when I was there, it was just ice cream. And I went there, and then I went across after I got my ice cream. I went across to this little park, and it's a very public park, but it's not that big. But it's right across from the ice cream shop that was at. And I was there, and this guy started talking to me. It was normal, like at that time, or the way I was, I guess. Like I'm gonna say, I guess times has changed or I changed. And I started talking to him. We started talking about art, and he told me that he was older than I was. I don't know if that makes a difference. I'm not gonna put that in it. Not that much older. But we were talking about this art, and he's saying that he bought this art piece that was really, really good. He was really, really liked it. So I said, he said, so we got along. He goes, I live right over here. Would you like to see it? And I said, yeah, it's no big deal. And I went over there and I went to his house, and it was an art piece. I mean, it was an actual art piece, and it was really nice. It was just like he said, it was really beautiful. And then another time, what I want to say is there is no way in the world, if it happened to me like today or any time around this time, I would never even talk to the person. So I don't know if I changed or maybe the times has changed. Another thing that happened. Oh, I was. It was a hangout that I had. It was like around the metro station or whatever. And I started talking to this guy. He was like over by. I don't know. I don't know. We started talking to each other or something. Back then, I could talk to. You pretty much talk to people because they didn't have the computers, I guess. But then we started talking about music, and he said, he plays guitar and everything. I liked the guitar, but I wasn't like totally practicing all the time. And anyway, we passed numbers, and I told him I would drop by sometime. And I think it was like a next week or something like that, or something. I didn't really think about the time, but I just dropped by. I didn't even call or anything. And I dropped by, and when went to his house where he lived, he was playing the guitar on the porch, and we started talking. And he played the guitar very well. And another time, I was in this small motel, and I don't want to say the Pacific. I can't. I'm not gonna do how everything was and everything. It's just during that time. And this girl was sitting at the counter, and I started talking to her, and we just got along very well together. And and then we went to her like apartment. She told me she had just gotten a new apartment, and I went to her apartment, and she didn't have any furniture because it was a new apartment. And we sat down, and she had the only thing she had was canned goods, and we were talking. We just had a beautiful time, and she and we ate like on the floor beans or something like that. But that's another thing. And the last one is I was in a post office, and this girl that worked there, I don't know where she was, but she was like in a desk or something at the post office. And we started talking, and she invited me somewhere with her friends. And I mean, it was just like, and it was like nothing. And there's a big long story. I don't think I could make it, but she stopped by and I told her I couldn't make it or whatever because I gave her my apartment number. And but you know, I mean, I could have had a nice time, but everything was filled through. And there's no way in the world all those things that ever would happen to me nowadays. I don't know if it's like I said, if it's my change or the world change. I think it's the world change because I don't hear stories like that. But anyway, that's a deja vu. And this is like a tunnel video. If you want to know about the tunnel videos, you'll see the first one. So I just wanted to leave that point how I feel things have changed. I'm not saying it changed for the worse or the better. I'm not saying that. I believe everybody's in a transition. I mean, everything is in a transition. We don't know what the next cool thing is going to be. I'll see y'all later. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.